You cannot fake favor. If it's not there, it's not there. Men don't rise by struggle. Men don't rise by connection. Men rise by their affiliation with the spirit called grace. Anything difficult for you to do, it means that grace is insufficient in that area. If somebody gives your roommate money and they forgot to give you money, it means that there is something speaking upon your roommate. The name of that thing is called grace. And the reason why your roommate is blessed and you are not is because that same grace upon your roommate is not upon your head. So we can be roommates, but you are not grace mate. That the hand of God is lavished upon a man, and then the hand of God seems to be scarce upon the life of another man. In this kingdom, you will shine to the degree of the grace at work upon your life. If you understand what I'm saying, never in your life again will you compete. Never in your life again will you be jealous. Never again in your life will you entertain envy. You now realize that whoever is greater than you is greater, because there is a spirit of grace at work upon the head of that person. So we are here to pray for one unique grace tonight, and the name of that grace is called favor. It is only favor that can make men say yes to you when they ought to say no to you. The hand of God can rest upon your head, and everybody who have denied you for long, everybody who have denied you up till now, they will look at you and they will now begin to accept you, because it is grace that makes you accepted. Certain men were rejected in the beloved because the grace called favor was absent upon their head. Listen to me, sir. Favor can make your journey easier. Things that ought to take you 10 years, they can now take you 10 minutes, because the grace called favor is activated upon your life. I don't care who you are. You can read from the beginning of the semester till the end of the semester and still fail the course. And then your result will now look similar to that of those who didn't read at all. Look at that. Even though you read the course, you finished it, you borrowed handouts, you bought everything necessary, you did your best, went to night class, beginning till the end, lecture free week, you were not joking, you were reading, but yet you still failed the course. Your result is now similar to that of those who did not even labor at all. It is grace that makes you unique. You will look like every other failures around your life, except your head carries grace. I come tonight hungry in my spirit, because listen to me, sir, you cannot fake favor. If it's not there, it's not there. Without favor, men will reject you. Without favor, systems will work against you. Without favor, institutions, come on, they will work against you, because a mantle called Jesus help us. Do you know that Jesus is the person of grace, but grace was almost being rubbished except favor came upon him? So scripture says, and Jesus grew in wisdom and then in favor with God and with man. Even though he is grace, but grace is useless without favor. It is favor that ensures that doors are open for grace. Grace will be put to shame except favor is activated. Jesus could not run in destiny, even though his grace personified. Remember, and we beheld his glory as that of the only begotten Son. He said, filled with grace and truth. Even though he's the person of grace, but yet miracles could not happen except grace collided with favor. Lord, I refuse to be rejected where I ought to be accepted. It is grace that ensures that does not happen to you. How many men are standing before their next level and they cannot enter because the economy called grace and favor that's supposed to push them inside? No, sir. They don't remain short. Do you realize that as you are moving in destiny, you will get to a point whereby you will be looking at the gate of your next level, and you will say to the gate, lift up your head, O ye gates, and be ye lifted up, ye ancient doors. And then the gate will now ask you a question: who is this King of glory? The only thing that can supply the answer is the grace at work of your life. He said, you are head with oil, and the proof is on my cup. God will not anoint your business. No, sir. He will draw something upon your head. God will not anoint your logo. No, sir. He will draw something upon your head. What is upon your head will not flow into your business. This is how men are made great. That you can come to church and something will rest upon you, only for you to see the proof at the end of the semester. First class is the proof. Men who looked at you yesterday and gave you a capital letter no, and then they will now tomorrow and now say, I don't know why. Oh, who told you no yesterday? What, was I dreaming? Was I joking? What changed? Not the stature. No, sir. Grace. I know somebody in Lagos. He finished with a first class, amazing degree, top notch. He was almost leading his department, and then he graduated with a good result, only for somebody to invite him to come and apply for a job. When he got there, he met the secretary. The secretary looked at him and said, I just hate you. I don't just like you, and because I hate you, you will not see my boss, and because you will not see my boss, you will not get the job. And the guy came back and came to the man of God and said, Apostle, help me, sir. And I looked at her and I just placed hand. carry grace. And then he went back the second day, and the same person that he met yesterday looked at him and said that, have I seen you before? I don't think I've seen you before. The guy said, I came yesterday. You were the one that sent me away. What changed? The stature remained the same. The haircut remained the same. But something changed upon his head. Grace. I have gone to places that they rejected me. I have spoken to people, they didn't like me. But then one prayer away, they looked at me again and said, come and take money. Yesterday you said no. How come today you are saying yes? Did you have an encounter overnight? It's not an encounter. Grace came upon your head. Lord, if you are looking for a man to drop favor upon this night, if you are looking for a man to drop grace upon this night, my head is empty. Drop something upon my head. Can you raise a cry of prayer in the next 1 minute? Program your cloud. Come on. Program your cloud. Program your cloud.